Okay. Now we want to invite our next speaker, and I will love him to open his camera and get ready for us. Ambassador Dr. Stephen Temitope Davidson. Wow. He's been waiting right from the beginning of the sections. We started very early today. We started 9 o'clock because one of our speakers needs to move on because Professor Patrick is a traveler, professor. So he traveled from one hand to another to deliver. So we are opportuned and privileged to have him around to deliver to us this morning. So that's why we started as early as 9 o'clock. And Ambassador Stephen and Temitope have been sitting down and quietly enjoying the masterclass since morning. So I want to say thank you, sir, for your patience. All right. So now we want to introduce him. He's the Ambassador and Dr. Pastor Stephen Temitope Davidson, and he will be sharing with us on biblical principles of love, relationship, marriage, and family. Ambassador Dr. Stephen Temitope Davidson is a preacher, a teacher, speaker, author, satisfied global mentor, satisfied global trainer, satisfied career counselor, satisfied psychosocial counselor, satisfied first aid, and satisfied tuberculosis management, and many more. He loves rural evangelism because he believes that the rural areas has been neglected in all ramifications of life, because every preachers love to be in the city, and by so doing, he takes the gospel to the rural area by evangelizing them. During spreading the gospel, he also donates free books, clothing, food stuff, and so on, so that people will be provided for both spiritually and physically. He's the founder of Spirit of God Impartation International Ministry, Holy Ghost Embassy. He's the founder and CEO of Lion of Judah Travel and Tour Company. He's the founder of Enemy Bibles University. And he lectures in Bible University, Canada / USA. He's the pastor that works as a secretary at Oriofe Oluwa Cooperative Trip and Credit Society. He's the manager at this company. He's also worked as the general manager at Ibukun Oluwa Cooperative Trip and Credit Union. He works as a lecturer at Galilee Bible College and also work as assistant pastor at Christ Apostolic Church, Okeayo, Lagos. He works as worldwide coordinator of All Ages Foundation Ministry in UK and worked also as African Director of Art for Widow, Germany. He worked as worldwide coordinator of God Ambassador and is a founder, like I said before, of Spirit of God Impartation International Ministry. He works as Southern African Country Coordinator for Mr. Gandhi Youth Power International Organization, and also worked now in Zambia as the Country Director for Global Friends Club, and also worked as the executive member of Global Education Network. So permit me to welcome Reverend Pastor Dr. Ambassador Stephen Temitope Davidson as he shares with us on the biblical principle of relationship, love, because we need to know it. Relationship, love, marriage, and family. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. I'm sure I'm clear and loud.
You are.
Thank you, Ma. God bless you for this wonderful job that you have been doing. This is what you are being created for, you are being born for. and you are working towards all the goals, and I pray in the capability of God's ability that the vision will never die. And you are going to go many places in the mighty name of Jesus. So permit me to also extend my greeting to all the speakers. They have been doing a wonderful job since morning. I've been listening, and I'm also writing my notes because my mentor, the person of Professor Queen, Elizabeth Queen, we have to be working and be love to be like her. We have to be jotting our notes so that we can go over and over again. So I'm really excited. I'm really grateful for this opportunity, another opportunity this month for this topic, biblical principle of love, relationship, marriage, and family. So I will just be able to summarize and bring out the points. So when we are talking about the biblical principles, whether we are Christians, whether we are Muslim, no matter what type of religions we have one God. That's basic. No matter what anybody can say, whether you are atheist, you believe, whether you believe in down your heart, you know that there's something created you, something started your being, and something is going to end your being. So for us to be able to know this principle, that means we must be able to know God. Also, one of the speaker was saying about knowing yourself. As our mentor used to say, we have to know our mindset, because your mindset determines who you are. And as he used to say that you can't change anybody, but you can change yourself to change others. That's one of the mottos that I used to tell people, that prayers does not change anything. No matter how you can pray, no matter how you can fast, prayer does not change anything. What does prayer do? Prayer changes you to change a situation. When you are changed orientation, you change your mindset, you change your focus, you change your attitude, so that you be able to change all those things. So let's see the biblical principles. It's a law that guides love. It's a law that guides relationship. It's a law that guides marriage and family. And what is that law? It's love. What is that law? It's love. It's a principle. When we make a mistake about the principle, that means your relationship is not going to be better. Your marriage is not going to be good, and your family is going to be worse. Why? Because the foundation. Bible says if the foundation is bad, what can the righteous do? The righteous have to go back to be able to put everything in order. It's not about prayer. You go back to yourself. You think out of the box. You move away from all those things. You go back to the rules and regulations that guide all those things. So what is the rules? The rule is about love. So what is love? We are going to see love, relationship, marriage, and family. So what is love? Many people thought they can give love a different definition, because my own definition can be different from your own definition, because the way we see love in different dimensions. The way I love you may be different from the way you love me, based on what I want to get from you, or what you want to get from me. So basically, biblically, love is the benevolent affection, and deep compassion of God for all creations. That means God does not love somebody above others. He loves us equally. He loves us equally. To the extent, Bible says, when we are sinners, he came and delivered us. That's the love that God is looking for from you and from me. So it's a compassion of God for all creation. Or the reverend devotion return from God after he loves us. He doesn't expect us. He doesn't demand anything from us. That's what is called love. But when that's biblical love, but the earthly love is what I say is a feeling. When you say I love somebody, it's because of the feeling, because it's a feeling or one personal attachment or deep affection. You see that it's a affection. But the question is, why do you love somebody? Why do you love somebody? Many are in relationship today. Many are in marriages today. Even within the family, is because what you can do for me, what I can do for you. That's why I love you. Let's see relationship. What is relationship? Relationship is a state of affairs, existing between those having relations or dealings. You can be in a relationship based on your work. You can be in a relationship based on your community. You can be in a relationship based on your business dealings. So, or the state of being related or interrelated. So you can be in relationship based or because you are related from mother side, from father side, from this side, from family, from relationship, from religion, or all sort of things, even from country to country. So that's interrelated. What is marriage? Marriage is a legally or socially. You have to know that legally or socially, because there are some marriages that they are, if you legally, you have to go to court. Socially, you have to pay some dowries, especially in Africa. So sanction union, usually between man and women. So you have to underline that usually between man and man, is between female and male, not otherwise that we are seeing today. That is regulated by law. It's regulated by law. Even though the laws, there are some countries that are using some laws now. A man can marry a man, a woman can marry a man, but biblically, it's not so. Biblically, it's not so. So rules, custom, beliefs, and attitudes that prescribe the rights and duties of the partners and according to status of their offspring, if any. Maybe when you love somebody, you don't focus on having children. Having children is just like it's a gift. When you know that it's a gift. Having children is a gift. If you don't have children, you have to also love the other person. What is family then? Family is a group of personal units united by the ties of marriage. It's a person united by ties of marriage or by blood or by adoption, constituting a single household and interacting with each other in their respective social position, usually those of spouse, parents, children, and siblings. At least we have seen the definition of the three: love, relationship, marriage, and family. So let's see types of love. Because the basis of all these things, when you are talking about relationship, when you are talking about marriage, when you are talking about family, even your friends, the basic, the foundation is love. There is difference between love and likeness. You can like somebody based, maybe that person is tall, that person is short, that person is having money, is worthy, is this. That is likeness. But when we are talking about love, love is a feeling that you can't touch. Love, when we are talking about love, love is about giving. That's what Bible says in the book of John chapter 3 verse 16. It says, for God so loved. So that means if you say you love somebody, that means for people to know that you love this person, it's about giving. You have to give your time. You have to give your character. At times you deny yourself so that that person will be able to gain himself back. Let me repeat myself. At times you deny yourself for that person to regain himself or herself back. That's what Jesus does. Bible says he became poor so that we can become rich. So when we are talking about love in marriage, love in relationship, love in family, at times you put yourself back for others to be in front. At times you put yourself low so that others can be lifted up. So let's see the types of love that we have. Here, I put at least 8 different kinds or types of love that is existing in relationship, existing in marriage, existing in family. 8 kinds of love. So now we'll be able to know where we fall into, where your spouse fall into, where my friend falls into, where I fall into that relationship, into that friendship, or into that family. Number 1, I call it philia. P-I-H-I-L-I-A, philia. What is the meaning of philia? Philia means affectionate love. Affectionate love. Philia is the love without romantic attention. Philia is a love without romantic attention and occurs between friends or family members. These are between friends and family members, even though nowadays we see families sleeping with each other, because in terms of philia, there must be no romantic attraction. But nowadays we see family, even father sleeping with the daughter, mother sleeping with the son. So that means things are getting worse. Why? Because the love that we are talking about is no more there. What is there now is, what can I gain from my father? What can I gain from my children? What can I gain from my... The likeness is, the like is what is now happening in today's relationship. That's why you see some spouse getting married, in the next 3 months, they'll be divorced. You ask yourself, so what type of love is that? That is not love. It's because she knew that if I marry this man is worthy. After going to court, after going to church, after legally married, if I divorce, at least I will gain something from that wealth. Or maybe they will divide the property so that I can get it. So when we are talking about this filial love, there's no attraction of romance at all. Between friends or family members. It occurs when both people share the same values and respect each other. It is commonly referred to as brotherly love. You can call it brotherly love. You can call it a motherly love. You can call it a sisterly love. You can call it friendly love. But the question we need to ask ourselves, is the love still there? Is it still there? At times, maybe one of your friends or family call you, oh, my brother, my sister, I need something. And then you tell him or others, oh, please wait. I need to sort out things. That person will get angry. That means the love that he says is portraying towards you is because what is in your hand, not your heart. So the love that we are talking about is about the attraction between two people. Number 2 type of love is what I call pragma. Pragma love, P-R-A-G-M-A, pragma love is what is called enduring love. Enduring love, in relationship, there must be endurance. In family, there must be endurance. In marriage, there must be endurance. The question is there endurance in marriages again? Are we saying there is endurance in family again? I don't think so. There's no endurance. Everybody wants to be their own. Everybody wants to be the head. Everybody wants to be the head. Everybody wants to be in the forefront. Everybody wants to be saying, I am, me, myself, me, myself, me, myself. And we have forgotten that the reason why the devil was chased from heaven is because he says, I want to be like God. I want to raise up. But when God wants to create heaven and earth, he says, let us. It says, let us. But that enduring love is not there. So pragma is a unique bonded love that matures over many years. It's a love that you nurture. It's a love because no matter who you are, when the founder and the CEO of Y.Y.C.I International says she has been married for 35 years. Some people, I know so many marriages that I've attended, because of just little things. You see them that, I don't know, this is how you are. I don't know, this is, I will have married. Oh, I made a mistake. My brothers and sisters, when we are talking about love, you can't know your spouse, even when you stay with that spouse for 1,000 years. Because we are human beings. That's why when we are talking about love, love is about giving. Love is about giving. That you don't expect your partner, you don't expect your friend to give you back. Yes, it's a box, but in as much you play your part, as a Queen Mother used to say, you can't change anybody. Try to do your mindset, work on your mindset, so that the other party will be able to see that, oh, this person is trying. So it's a pragma, it's a unique bonded love that mature over many years. You have to mature over many years. We see today that so many Christians, so many pastors, so many prophets that have been in Christian, at times when you mention some things to them in the spiritual realm, they will be thinking, oh, so this thing is in the Bible. Because we are mature, we are getting mature on every daily basis. We can't know it all. We can't know it all. The only person that knows it all is Jesus Christ. Bible says is the one that have the anointing without measure. We are limited as human beings. Our brain have limited capacity to grasp all the entirety of God, all the entirety of love. So this pragma is immature in time. So in relationship, we matured in time. What you can't accept in your family, what you can't accept with your siblings, what you can't accept with your friend, what you can't accept with your parents. When you now get into relationship, when you get into marriage, when you get into friendship, you must be able to accept and accommodate everything. That is what is called love. You say, oh, if not because I love you, I will have done this, I will have done this. So because I love you, I leave it for love. So this pragma, it is an everlasting love between a couple that chooses to put equal, you see, to put equal effort into their relationship. No one is bringing 10%, the other is bringing 90%. No, you have to put equal understanding, equal communication, equal focus, equal determination. That's why Bible says two are better than one. When your spouse is getting weak, you are stronger so that you can make him stronger as well, so that both of you can put equal measure to be able to have a good result. Let's see number 3 type of love in relationship, and other thing is called storge. S-T-O-R-G-E, storge. What is storge? Storge is a familiar love. It's a familiar love. Storge is a natural occurring love rooted in parents and children. You see that one? It's rooted. This one is rooted between parents and the children. It's not between wife and husband. It's not between friends and friends. It's between children and their parents. Because there are some things that you, in Nigerian language, they used to say, meaning, help me to beat my child. When you beat him or her, the parent will say, I told you to beat him small. Why? You do want to kill him? Well, do you know how many months I carried the pregnancy? Do you know what I passed through when I was in labor room? So these are the love between parents and they, and those love, when you are into marriage, when you are into relationship, you have to bring it as all the same, so that when somebody is abusing your partner, you will be able to stand for your partner. When somebody is abusing your friend, or when somebody is abusing your co-worker, you'll be able to stand for it, because love is in totality. Love is in totality. It's not that the way the son loved the mother, the way this one. No, it's in totality. Love, you have no color, it have no race, it have no background. Love is love, because love is God. God is love. So as well as best friends, it is an infinite love built upon acceptance and deep emotional connection. Emotional connection. You connect with your body, you connect with everything. That is what is called love. If not, the relationship will go nowhere. If not, the marriage will scatter. If not, what are you going to say if there's no stored love? So it is indefinite love built upon acceptance and deep emotional connection. This love comes easily and immediately in parent and children relationship. Let's see number 4 type of love in relationship and marriage and family. It's called eros, E-R-O-S, eros. It's a romantic love. It's a romantic love. Eros is a primal love that comes as a natural instinct for most people. Most people, not all. Most people. It is a passionate love displayed through physical affection. Why do I say most people? There are some couples, you can't see them going along the street holding their hands. It's not that they hate each other. They will tell you that, oh, I don't do it. There are some couples, it is very, you hardly see them posting their pictures of their spouse on Facebook. Say, this is our private life. That doesn't mean they don't love. So it's a natural instinct. Natural instinct is a mindset. Let me put it that way. It's a mindset between each and every other. So it is a Passionate love displayed through physical affection by, oh, I'm giving you, let's go and eat somewhere. It's a physical, for somebody to say you love, you have to give. For God so loved the world. Yes, he loved the world. So what can we say that he loved? What can we see that he is showing the love? He gave. So if you say you love somebody for maybe from January to December, there is no personal gift. And you say it's your wife, you say it's your brother, so there's no personal gift, there's nothing. So you have to sit down and check that your mindset. That means something is wrong. This romantic behavior include, but are not limited to kissing, hugging, and holding hands. This love is desire for another person's physical body. What about number 5 types of love? It's called ludus. L-U-D-U-S, ludus love. This one is called playful love, because in any relationship, you can't just be moody. You can't be moody, particularly now that there's IT. You see some spouse, when they go to work, when they come back, they will just be on their phone. And there's no communication, there's no playful, they don't laugh, they don't do this thing. They say, no, you don't know that I'm tired. What is so funny? What is so funny? Well, that is not funny. So it's what is called playful love. Playful love. It's called playful love. It's a child like. It's a child. Ludus is a childlike and flatrous love commonly found in the beginning stage of a relationship. You can see the beginning. Oh, when two people meet, they will be calling each other every minute. They'll be calling each other every second. But after getting married, to call, why are you calling me? Why do you call me? Don't you know that I will come back home? Why are you calling me? Don't call me. I will come back home. Because the ludus is what they have. This is the beginning. So and Bible says we must not forget the love of our beginning, our first love. I used to tell some couples, I said, do you even remember the day your spouse, your partner met you, the kind of dress that you dressed that day? Why can't you go back and sew those things, even though you are old, sew it and wear it again, so that you refresh his memory or her memory? Say, no, I'm old now, I can't do that. Why do? No, it's called ludus love. It's a playful, it's the beginning. Try it. It's a childlike. When you say you love somebody, you are free, just like a baby is free in the presence of their parents. So therefore, just like a honeymoon, some people, even since they go to honeymoon, there's no time to even go to eat outside. No, they don't. Every time is I'm busy. The relationship, that means the love is dying slowly. The intimacy is dying slowly. The communication will be dying slowly. The love will be fading away, because you don't joke, you don't laugh, you don't go together, you don't do anything together. The only time you have anything together is during when you want to have sex. So we have to know that this type of love must be there in relationship, in marriage, and in everything of day to day. This type of love consists of teasing. You tease each other. Oh, you tease each other. You tinkle each other. You surprise each other. Some couples, they don't even know the size of the shoe of their spouse. They don't know. They don't know the color. The color the spouse love. So this type of love consists of teasing, playful motives, and laughter between two people. Although commonly in young couples, old couples who strive for this love find a more rewarding relationship. Number 6, mania. Mania love. M-A-N-A-I-A. M-A-N-I-A. Mania love. It's called obsessive love. Obsessive love. Mania is an obsessive love towards a partner, towards your friend, towards your spouse, towards your family. It leads to unwanted jealousies. It leads to unwanted jealousy or possessiveness, known as condemnatives. Most cases of obsessive love are found in couples with an imbalance of love towards each other. An imbalance of eros and ludus is the main cause of mania. with healthy level of playful and romantic love. The harm of obsessive love can be avoided. How can it be avoided? So that you trust each other. When you say you love somebody when you don't trust that person, that means it's not love. Even though when you know that person is cheating on you, when that person is not up to the task, you still love you, because Bible says love covereth all things. Love covereth all multitude of sins. When you show love to that person, because no matter how you fight, no matter how you shout, in as much as such thing is there, your character, your attitude can ginger more for him or her to continue. And your character, your attitude can bring him back to his normal senses. So that's lesson number 8 because of our time. Number 7. It's called philatua. Philatua. P-H-I-L-A-U-T-I-A. P-H-I-L-A-U-T-I-A. Philatua. So it's self-love. As one of the speakers says, you have to know yourself. No matter how you say you want to love anybody, if you don't love yourself, you are deceiving yourself. So it's called selfless love. Selfless love. So it's called, it's self-love. Philatua is a healthy form of love where you recognize your self-worth. You recognize your self-worth, what you can do, what you can't do, where you are you coming from, where do you want to go to? Because your past is your experience. Your present is your experiment. And when you put your past, which is your experience, and your experiment together, your future will be bright. So you have to know your self-worth, what you can do, what you can't do, your limit, your boundary, your strength, your weakness. When you know all these things, to deal with other, to love with other, because when you see your weakness, when you know where you can step, what you can do and what you can't do, it will be very easier if somebody offend you that, oh, me too, I'm limited. But when you put yourself in a scale that you can't even be on, you scale, you are the one that will weigh yourself, you scale yourself, you give yourself mark, you'll be thinking that others are like you. So philatua is you recognize yourself, your self-worth, and don't ignore your personal need, your personal need. Yes, you can love others, but your personal need, at times you see Jesus moving away to pray for himself, to pray for his ministry, to pray for others. So likewise, make sure you retreat. You retreat, you check yourself, you balance yourself, you see where you are weak, where you are strong, so that you can be able to deal with your spouse, so that you can be able to deal with your family, so that you can be able to deal with your relationship. If not, the love that you said you are carrying, the love will weak, the love will fade away. Because the way you are doing all those things, you are killing yourself, you are killing your moral, because there is no self-introspection. So self-love begins with acknowledging your responsibility for your well-being. So you take care of yourself, eat well, sleep well, enjoy, love yourself. Love yourself. Bible says, love God and love your neighbor. It didn't say love your neighbor more than yourself. It did not say love your neighbor more than yourself, because if you die, if you are sick, those people that says they love you, they will not be there for you. They will not be there for you. On Sunday, I was preaching that Jesus lost election. He was the one that healed people, he catered for people, he feed people, he do sort of everything for everybody. But the day that he was arrested and he was in the presence of the priest and the prelate, they said, okay, vote now. This is the Barnabas. This is vote for both of them. They said, no, we are not voting for this man. Vote, we release this thief. That's what people are doing. Because if you don't love yourself, to love others, it will be very difficult. Love yourself as you love others, but make sure you love yourself. Put yourself in first. Put yourself in first. Philatua is called self-love. Philatua is a healthy form of love where you recognize yourself, worth, and don't ignore your personal needs. Self-love begins with the acknowledging your personality for your well-being. it is a challenging to exemplify the outbound types of love because you can't offer what you don't have. You cannot offer what you don't have. No matter who you are, anything you don't have, even though you love to give, you can't give because you don't have it. It is what you have. That's why you need to work on yourself, work about yourself, work on entirety about yourself. Number 8 type of love is what I call agape love. It's what I call agape love. This is the peak of all love. This is the peak of all love. Agape, selflessness love. Agape is the highest level of love to offer. This is the highest level of love to offer. It is given without any exception. This is agape love. Agape love is the highest. It is given without any expectation of receiving anything in return. There is nothing that God is looking from us, nothing that God is asking us. The only thing that God is of a psalm, he says, son, give me your heart. Son, give me your heart. So that's what God says. That's what is offering. Agape is a decision. Agape love is a sacrifice love. Agape love, when you love that person, you sacrifice anything. You sacrifice your time, you sacrifice your body, you sacrifice your brain. We can see what YYCI is doing. What many people are gaining here is most of this Oxford University, they are not offering it. And if they are offering it, they will charge thousands of dollars. But this is agape love, where mindset is being transformed, where people are being changed, where people are being brought back to their normal senses, where youth are being pointing to their direction. This is their focus. You don't need to be running after a white-collar job. You can start business by yourself. You can start business by yourself. We saw the first speaker that he used to travel from one place to the other. He spare his time so that he can, out of what he have learned, to impact others. That is what is called, without expecting us to pay. If they call him from any university, he knows how much, for that little time, he knows how much he's going to charge. But he just gave it free of charge. That is what is called love. Love of giving without expecting. That is agape love. Offering agape love is a decision to spread love in any circumstances, in any whether you are weak, whether you are poor, whether you don't have money, no matter who you are, you have something to give. When Elijah came to visit that woman, the woman said, what do you have in your house? He said, I don't even have anything, but they want to took the children away. If the children are deaf, are dumb, are disabled, are they going to take him away? So quickly remember that, I have something. No matter who we are, we have something to give, no matter, in any circumstances. Even when Jesus was about to die, blood, water was with pains, he still have something to offer to the thief on that cross. So likewise, as agape love, we have something to give. In that marriage that you think is going to crumble, you still have something to give. In that relationship that you thought, nothing can come out from this relationship, this marriage is bad, this family, can something good come out from my family? Oh, my mother have no house, my father have no land, nobody has traveled, things are not going, but you are there to bring changes. You are there to bring agape love. So, including destructive cessation, agape is not a physical act. It is a feeling. You have the feeling for the poor. You have the feeling for your spouse. You have the feeling for your friend. You have the feeling for the nation. It's a feeling that, if I'm in this position, what can I do to help? That is what is called agape. So, agape is not a physical act. It is a feeling, but acts of love can elicit agape since self-monitoring lead to result. So let's see what can we do? The biblical principle including what are the things that we must do. Number one, honoring each other's. Honoring. You have to honor each other. That's why I love that statement that mindset, you can't change anybody. So if you don't honor yourself, how are you going to honor your spouse? You have to honor yourself. When you see people, women or men, the way they dress nowadays, you look at yourself that these people, do they honor themselves wearing this type of dresses? No, so you have to honor yourself. Before you can honor others, you can't give what you don't have. So you honor yourself, honor each other. According to the book of Ephesians chapter 5, verse 33, it says, cultivate an atmosphere of honor and appreciation for your spouse. You don't talk down on your spouse. You don't talk it down. Your relationship, some people will bring their relationship to the Facebook as if the Facebook is their family, where they want to, oh, my husband did this, my husband did this, my children did this, my friend did this. Are they the judge? When has Facebook become judge or became court? So because there is no more honor, when there is honor, you honor each other. You create the atmosphere of honor. If you say, how do you expect your spouse, expect your children? How do you expect people around you in your family to honor you? Number two, respect each other. After you honor, you respect. You earn respect. Why don't you respect me? Do you earn it? You earn it. You work for it. So respect each other's needs and feeling. Respect each other's needs and feeling. Colossians chapter 3, verse 19 says, acknowledge and validate your partner's emotion, creating a safe space where you'll be able to talk to you. Create a space where both of you can bring everything that is bothering you on table. But when you don't you don't create a space, oh, how are you? Tomorrow we need to talk. You are talking to your spouse. Oh, I know you are not going to office tomorrow. When I come back, we need to talk and iron things out. That's the time your spouse will say, I want to go and greet my family. I want to go and see my friends. I have a party. When there is no conducive environment for both of you to talk, even within friends. Families, at times you see family having family meetings. If you can't go, there's WhatsApp group that families have created where some people will just be there. We just be on some group. They never talk. They never say anything. They just be picking people's numbers. So we have to respect each other's. Number three, giving up your will for the good of the relationship. You can see, giving up your will, giving it up. It's not that your will is not important. It's not that it's not necessary, but because of that relationship, because of that friendship, because of that marriage, because of that family, because of that love, you give it up. Jesus, Bible says, he laid down his crown and came to this world to suffer just because of us. Another one is about serving each other sacrificially. Serving each other, we are servants. Your husband is your husband, and it's also your servant. Your wife is your wife, it's also your servant. So we are servant. Wife is a servant to husband, husband is a servant to wife. Until we know all these things, relationship will be as if it's hell. Because there is no love. We don't understand all these things. Everybody wants to be boss. You don't know that I'm the head of this house. Yes, you are the head, but your wife is the neck. And who controls the neck who controls the head is the neck. So serving each other sacrificially, demonstrate love through acts of service and sacrifice, putting your partner's well-being above your own. Number 5, praying together as a couple. You pray together because a family that prays together, there will be love. They'll be able to share things. You pray together, you talk together, strengthen your bond by sharing your spiritual journey and seeking divine guidance. Number 6 is what I call having mutual trust. Having mutual trust and commitment. Build a strong foundation of trust and maintain unwavering commitment through joy and challenges. Another one is called know your boundary. When you say you love somebody, know your boundary. Even our Lord God, he knows his boundary. Before God can use you, God will never force you. He knows his boundary. God also made us to know this is our boundary. When you know your boundary, there'll be love, there'll be peace, there'll be tranquility. But when you don't know all these things, you'll be saying, hey, he doesn't love me, she doesn't love me. It's because at times you don't know your boundary. Yes, it's your husband. Yes, it's your family. Yes, it's your friendship. The others is your relationship. But you have to, love knows their boundary. When you said you carry love, you know your boundary in the life of your partner. Number 8 is called communication. When you love somebody, you will love to talk with that person. When you love somebody, you love to hear the voice of that person. When you love somebody, you will love to know the well-being of that person. When you love somebody, you will always want to be around that person. Number 9 is what I call forgiveness. No matter what your spouse, what your family have done to you, forgive. It's a commandment. It says, forgive us as we forgive others. So that means if you don't forgive others, God will not forgive you. It's a two-way thing. Forgive me the way I forgive my spouse. Forgive me the way I forgive my family. Forgive me the way I forgive my friend. So meaning you are telling God, if I don't forgive my friend, don't forgive me. So then this iconic word below, the love chapter, found in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, contains some of the most famous words ever written about love. These famous words aren't just a poetic description of love, they also represent a very practical roadmap to guide your family, to guide your relationship, to guide your love, to guide your spouse in the right direction. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable. And it keeps no record of being wrong. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoice whenever the truth wins. Love never gives up, never loses faith. It's always hopeful and endure through every circumstances. In the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 to 7. So let's take a moment to briefly unpack this verse and explore what their application might look into your relationship, your marriage, and your family. Number 1, love is patient. What does that mean? It means, so be patient and kind with each other. Love is patient. Be patient and kind with each other. Number 2, love is not boastful. Love is not boastful, meaning, so refuse to allow the poison of pride to taint your relationship. Refuse to allow the poison of pride to taint your relationships. Number 3, love is not self-seeking. Love is not self-seeking, which means, so choose to put your family needs ahead of your own. Number 4, love is not easily angered. So allow no place to spite or hostility in your home, in your friendship, at work, with anybody. Love, number 5, love keeps no record of wrongs. So allow grace and forgiveness to flow freely. There are some people, there are some spouse, they have written what their spouse has done the first day they got married. With the date, the time, they are keeping record. Love does not do that. Number 6, love rejoices with truth. So refuse to deceive or keep secret from each other. As a spouse, there must be no secret that, this is a secret, a sacred secret. You must be open to each other. Lastly, love always protects and preserves. So never give up on each other. Never give up on your spouse. Never give up on your family. Never give up on that friendship, on that relationship. Wherever you are today, it is the love of God that makes you to be there. So keep on moving. Let the love be a will to propel you to another goal. to prepare you to another level and prepare you to another phase of life, because love is the beginning, love is the middle, and love will be the ending, because God is love, Jesus is love, and you are created in the image of love. And that person that you call your spouse, you call your children, you call your workmate, they are also love. So recognize them by love. See them through the love, through the eyes of love. Talk with them with the word of love, and you will see that sky is just the beginning. I really appreciate you. Thank you for this opportunity to speak to all the audience. Thank you, ma. God bless you.
Wow, wow, in depth. Now I know who the pastor is. It's your specialty. And you really bring it out. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, because we need to really emphasize on this Bible principle of love, marriage, family, and relationship. We really need to emphasize, because that is my own book. That is my own lifetime book. My relationship with God is stand. So, and that is why we need to present it to the world, that the principle is still very, very important to derive from the scripture, the word of God. And I believe that even other religions, they also have their own principles on this love. And they need to go back, revisit their holy book, as we have our own holy book, because that is the principle being laid down. And it is very going to help us as we move on in our journeys of life. So it's very important. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing this in depth for us to understand. I want to seize this opportunity to thank all the people that have really joined us from Georgia, from Nigeria, from Zambia, from India. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. And I also want to appreciate Dr. Stephen Cameron, even though he's in the office, but he's still listening attentively. And he's also familiar with these principles as well, because I think it's shared. I want to say thank you, sir, Dr. Stephen Cameron, for joining us. Also, thank you, Dr. Samina, for joining us as well. I really appreciate your time with us on this masterclass today. And before we round up, I would like Dr. Stephen to please ask questions or contribute to what Ambassador Stephen Temitope has shared with us this afternoon.
Thank you so much, a very dear Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas. It was such an amazing session from Ambassador Dr. Stephen Davidson. Thank you so much, sir. And I love those powerful, terms which you used today. The terms, for love. That is agape love, eros love, pragma love. And, these types are very, very important to understand. If you want to understand God also, we should understand the love God has for us, that is agape love. And love has a power to transform relationships, marriages, and everything. Love gives us personal growth. Um, it can transform hearts. It can, foster connections. And so it was amazing. So I want to ask a question that, how important, uh, how important, a heart full of love, if we have a heart full of love, how important it is for social work, for the benefit of humanity. Kindly elaborate on this, that, if we are into social work, how much, how we should develop a heart full of love, for the humanity. Thank you.
Great question.
Thank you for that great question. See, the first thing we need to know as human beings, and the first thing that God gave us is love. Why do I say so? If God do not love us, he will not even created us. If God do not love us, he will not be with us. He will not even forgive us. The benefit of love for humanity. One, there will be no fear. Where there is love, you don't fear anything. Where there is love, even your well-being, in terms of your health, in terms of your mind, in terms of everything, you have sound mind, you'll be able to focus. Because when there is no love, somebody that is working with you or your spouse, you'll be suspecting that person 24/7. And that thing will be distracting you. Anytime you see that person that you don't love, your mood will change. Your focus will change. Your character will change. Everything about you will change. So love to human being, love to humanity, maybe male or female, in our social life is the best so that you'll be able to be focused. And when you see people that have love, they carry love, they even live longer. Sickness is away from them, very away from them, because when you are, because somebody that is not love, somebody that is not carrying love, for him or her to laugh. And we know when you laugh, there's some insulin that your body process. And when you are moody, that's why when you study the life of women live longer than men, because women, they love more than men. That's why they talk everything. Women talk because they offload their heart, they offload their mind. But people that are moody, people that are not indwelling in love, they are not happy. They make errors. Their mind are always full of evil. So when you are in love, your social work, your financially, physically, emotionally will be sound and intact because you are focused. You have no spirit of fear. You don't fear anybody. You are just focused because you know that you have no evil towards anybody. And then God will be protecting you if anybody is having any evil towards you. So anybody with love is social work. The best thing is that there will be no fear. Secondly, his health will be okay. His mind will be sound. Will be able to focus in everything that he or she is doing. Thank you, sir.
Very good answer. Thank you so much. I'm checking your time because you need to round up so that something unusual will not. I'm checking the time. It's 12:34 and 37. So let's ask another question. Dr. Samina, question, please. Dr. Samina, any question? Okay.
Very good message, presentation. I appreciate it. And the terms, especially pragma love, agape love, eros love, and many more. Highest level of love is agape love, peak of love. Can you tell me the sacrifices which we have to give in the love? Sacrifices. We should honor, we should give time, we should sacrifices more, we should forgive others, and we should accept the others. Brotherly love, sisterly love, friendly love, parents and children love. Love is God and God is love. Very good. But tell me something about the sacrifices. First, the sacrifices Jesus given us for us, that he gave his life, and the love of God that he gave for us his only begotten son, and the other sacrifices, types of sacrifices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, ma. Thank you for that question. When you see that book of John 3:16, when God says, "For God so loved the world and He gave," so it's just like a parable of figurative speech that He gave His only begotten Son. So God, that is a sacrificial love. That's agape love. All those loves that I've mentioned is just included in it. So that's why we put it in one that is agape love. So what does it mean? When it says sacrifice love, that God sacrificed His Son, what does it mean? It means that you must, no matter how that thing is so precious, is so precious to you, you so love it, it's so expensive. If you see somebody that need it, you must be able to let it go. So sacrifice. What about time? About time, each speakers and the founder of YYCI, sacrifice is our time to be able to share the knowledge. So sacrifice means no matter how that thing dear to you, you must let it go for the benefit of others, because you know that this thing, yes, is so precious to you, but at the moment you don't need it, but the other person needs it more than you. So that is sacrifice. You can sacrifice your time, you sacrifice your money, you sacrifice your energy, your knowledge, your wisdom, you so many things. It's not about money alone, it's not about time alone, it's about what is so beneficial to that person that asks for it, or that person may not even ask for it. So you can let it go. There's nothing that you must be able to hold on to. If you hold on to it, no matter who you are, one day, each and every one of us will go. And those things that we hold on to will be there. And those people that will not even care for us, those people that will not even say thank you, they may be the one to take it. So when you are still alive, sacrifice that love of giving. Love is about giving. He loved, he gave. He loved, he gave. He loved the word. And the next thing, he gave. So when you say you love somebody, there's nothing you must be able to, you can sacrifice anything. You can sacrifice your money, sacrifice your time, sacrifice everything, just to make sure that somebody in your family, somebody in your spouse, somebody in that relationship is happy. That's it. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I think we need to quickly. Are you satisfied, Dr. Samina?
Yeah.
Good. And
Yeah.
Dr. Stephen Cameron, are you satisfied with the?
Yes, ma'am. Very much
Okay.
satisfied. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Because it needs to go quickly, and because we've spent so much time, because we've been here since 9 o'clock, we would like to round up this particular section. Is that okay by every one of us? Yes, so that we can move on. All right. Okay.
Yes.
So on this occasion, with the power given to me, I would like to request I would like to ask this question, and all of us can answer it straight away so that we can all move on. May I end this program now?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
I think Ambassador Dr. Stephen is watching his time, and at the same time, he's been carried away, and he didn't really answer that yes, you can properly.
I'm the first person to answer. I said, yes, you can.
Okay, that we need to do it so that people can hear it clearly. So we drag
Okay.
it like Dr. Samina always do it, and Dr. Stephen. So we just say it slowly, 4 of us, and speak that word. May I end this program now?
Yes,
Yes.
you
You
can.
can.
Ah.
Okay. Thank you so much.